e azul, Malaka. Don't choke me. I'm not even French. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. Draymond Green.
You know, I'm not one to apologize for things I meant to do, but I do apologize to you, sir. Because I didn't intend to hit him. I sell calls with my arms. I don't fall or to sell a call. I'm not a flopper. So I was just selling the call because he was grabbing me and pulling my hip back. So I spun away, and unfortunately, I hit him.
What's going on with him? I don't know. Personally, I feel like that brother needed help. I'm glad he not trying to choke me, but at the same time, it ain't nothing to do with basketball, man. Like, I'm just out there trying to play basketball. He's out there swinging.
There's something wrong with the brother. Come on. I mean, like, at least he didn't choke me. Like, even he laughed after that. I mean, all right, well, oh, man. Draymond. What? I mean, you know, I almost hate to say this, man, but the last time I saw somebody that could, that was kind of violent like that with a hell of a smile was the Joker. But listen, listen, all jokes aside, okay? It's entirely a new NBA, all right? My opinion anyway, the last, let's say, give or take 5 years, okay? We got people, I mean, I assume at this point they're just faking panic attacks or I don't know whatever the fuck they're doing, faking injuries just to get paychecks, Simmons. People out there, they're not getting the right amount of, time on their suspensions. They're given way too much leeway, possibly because of guns. Who knows? I'm in Canada, so, we don't have as many guns, unless you go to certain areas, North York. The point is, I feel, okay, that Mr. Draymond Green really has to get his shit together, okay? And I've even seen some clips over the years, and he's been getting away with this for quite some time. Now, Draymond is a good dude. He's not an evil guy. He doesn't seem to be like that angry, I guess. But I mean, like when you see something like this, it's you gotta wonder, like, what's going on? Is it something in his personal life? Is it something, he's just been able to get away with, without that much repercussions, I don't know. But I figured now would be the perfect time to talk about this. And I figured because of the recent play, because he's been suspended 3 times this year, apparently, or 3 technicals, whatever you want to call it, and now he's out indefinitely. Like I figured for sure he was going to get 10 games, because of this, recent hit against you. Fuck, I'm sorry if I fuck up this name, man. Yusuf Nurkic. There you go. I think I got it. Yeah, cool. Him and Booker got the same. I don't know. 10, I guess. The point is, I feel. Listen. Something's got to be done about this, okay? It's if he was playing football, hockey, maybe tennis. I don't know. Sometimes they get in the fights in tennis, right? I mean, sometimes, do they? I don't know. Who knows? Who's the guy that always argued with the referee there?
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious! That ball was on the line. Chalk flew up. It was clearly it. How can you possibly call that out? How many you can miss? You got kids walking over. Everyone knows it's in this whole stadium, and you call it out? Explain that to me, will you?
I can't explain it. I wasn't even born yet. The point is, fighting always happens in sports, but there's a time and a place for it. And Draymond, for some reason, over the years, he's been a very good player. Don't get me wrong, but he likes to start shit sometimes, and that's just kind of being his nature. But I don't know. A lot of people feel, even the last month. I mean, he's just been taking it too far, and who knows? But now they're saying, he could face even more time. I was thinking maybe he was going to get maybe 10 games. Now I'm thinking because, they haven't even set a time yet or a certain amount of days. It could be maybe even up to 20. They just announced it. So we're going to see what happens. But today, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to just focus more on his life. And of course, I'm going to talk about, the recent shit, of course. But hey, let's figure out, let's try to find some goodness in Draymond. Okay, let's see if this man can be redeemed. Okay. We can't forget all the good stuff he's done. So let's go to Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, of course. Free is always good. It's like snow. It's free, and I don't know where I'm going with that. But the point is, let's begin. Draymond Jamal Green, born March 4th, 1990, is an American professional basketball player for the Golden State Warriors of the National Basketball Association. Just say the NBA. Green, who plays primarily at the power forward position, is a 4-time NBA champion, a 4-time NBA All-Star, a 2-time member of the NBA team, and a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. Considered one of the greatest defensive players in the league, he is an 8-time All-Defensive Team, 2017 NBA Defensive Player of the Year, and led the league in steals. Green was a runner-up for the Defensive Player of the Year 3 times in his career. So far, so good, right? Exactly. See, you gotta, I'd like to think the positive, outroot the negatives, but let's keep going here. Come on, we're doing good. Did he ever get his points back, John McEnroe, or no? I don't know. I still can't believe Shia LaBeouf, played an angry white guy in a movie. And I'll tell you something else too. Draymond, you're hitting the wrong people. Okay, if Shia fucks up in the new Francis Ford Coppola movie, okay, then then there's a white guy you can hit. Okay, I'm kidding. Wink. Green grew up in Saginaw, is that it? Saginaw, Michigan. Okay, it's probably the only name I can't pronounce, Michigan. I don't know. You couldn't make it easy for me, just say Detroit? Okay. Don't worry, we're going to get to something else that happened, years ago in Detroit that, you'll see. He played college basketball for the Michigan State Spartans. There you go. Listen, us Greeks have a lot of passion, okay? I mean, sometimes, things go the wrong way. You can have it like this, you can have it like that. Hey, despacio colopedo. Helped them earn 2 Final Four appearances and a Big Ten tournament championship in 2012. Throughout his 4-year college career, Green earned conference and national honors, including Big Ten conferences, 6th Man of the Year as a sophomore, and consensus All-American and NABC National Player of the Year honors as a senior. He was drafted 35th. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, 35th overall. Okay, that's another 6 ahead short of Jokic, who, the guy got drafted during a Taco Bell commercial. Fuck, you don't think Taco Bell has approached him to he's Serbian, right? He's not, they don't eat tacos. Overall, in the 2012 NBA draft by the Golden State Warriors, and later played a key role on the Warriors' 2015, 17, 2018, and 2022 championship teams. Hey, Who did they lose against 2019? Toronto. Green, who often plays significant minutes for the Warriors as an undersized center in their, in quotations, death lineup. That's what they call it. They might have to change that soon. Has been cited as one of the leaders in an emerging trend in the NBA of versatile front court players capable of playing and defending multiple positions, making plays for teammates, and spacing the floor. He is considered one of the best passers and defensive players of the 2010s, known for his steals, shot blocking, rebounding, and overall defensive play. He has also been criticized for his on-court conduct and for highly physical play that some deem, in quotations, dirty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I grew up in the 90s. I like to think it's probably the best decade of all time, you know, at least with the music. And the candy was pretty good too. The point is, I grew up with a little player that also played for Golden State, who goes by the name of Latrell Sprewell. Okay? Now, he did a very bad thing at one point. He actually choked out his coach. Now, look, has Draymond ever choked out Steve Kerr? No. I'm pretty sure Steve Kerr would at least need a footstool for that. Not making fun of his height. I'm just saying it doesn't really level up there. But at the same time, Steve Kerr's a pretty nice guy. I don't, I mean, he did some awesome shit with the Chicago Bulls. He's done a great job coaching Golden State over the years. I don't think he deserves any coaching. But he did punch out Jordan Poole. Draymond during a practice. I think to this day they still have no idea who recorded it. Somebody who was clearly a good safe distance there. And one of them had to go, right? So, but that shit should never happen. I mean, I get it. We've all seen Any Given Sunday, and apparently the whole fight between Jamie Foxx and LL Cool J was kind of real too, and I don't know, apparently even Al Pacino wasn't really acting there when he said he was ashamed, and it was a whole thing there. Check it out in my Jamie Foxx podcast. I hope you're doing better, Jamie. I've always said, Jamie Foxx, you're working too much, man. Just relax, okay? No worries, Chill for a bit. Do another hit song with Kanye there, okay? There we go. Freddie Gibbs, you had a good verse on the new song, by the way. Anyways, I always get off track with you guys, okay? Come on. The point is, okay, you're not supposed to hit each other. You're supposed to get along with your teammates. And I get it. Things are said, and, you're supposed to get along with your coaches too and all that. But, hey, you know what? Sometimes in the heat of the moment, things get a little nuts. And, listen, I can't say that they should have kept Jordan Poole instead. Look at what Jordan Poole is doing at Washington there. I mean, he can't even focus in huddles. He's not listening to anybody. I mean, he could be doing better too. But, you weren't going to bring up that holy trinity that is Green, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry. All they're missing is Kevin Durant. Which, by the way, again, I love KD. Don't get me wrong. And KD, the player. I'm Canadian. I like KD too. We call craft dinner KD because I have no idea. But the point is... I don't know. I don't think he should have ever left Golden State. That's just me. But ever since then, I mean, they haven't done that much. I mean, they did win the championship, obviously. I know that. I was going to mention that. I know you guys are thinking that. I get that. Okay, they did that. But I mean, they've been giving them shit this year. For a lot of different reasons. I don't know. The teams are just not as good, or they're getting older, and yeah, that's what happens, guys. I mean, you can only keep a team for so long, and eventually the Bulls had to break up too. But hey, shit happens. What are you gonna do? What are you going to do? But, Draymond's got a lot of good qualities, man. I mean, the guy's an awesome player, but people are just trying to figure out what is going on with, his recent behavior and why is it happening so frequently this year. So, I don't know. I personally can't explain it. I don't know what's going on in his personal life. I know he's married. He's got a kid with, the recent wife. Like, he just got married, I think, just last year. So everything should be good there. But then again, who knows? Like, again, see, that's the thing, guys. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. We have no idea. Okay? So it's like, the tall white guy said on Phoenix there. And by the way, if you're suburban there, or suburban. Well, if you're a suburban Serbian, to say that someone else needs help, that's saying a lot, because there's some tough motherfuckers and they can take a lot of shit. So, if the guy's saying, whoa, take it easy, don't worry, just relax. The Greek and the Serbian are very, the accents are very close. But the point is, again, ladies and gentlemen, okay, he does need some help. But again, he's got good qualities. Okay, so I'd like to list some of these facts that I found on facts.net because, I don't know, it just makes my job a lot easier. No one really listens to this podcast, so fuck it. So, it's going to make me say it again here. Shajina. That's, okay. Michigan there. See, he was born March 4th, 1990. We mentioned that. And it says his love for basketball was kindled in this city, setting the foundation for his future NBA career. Of course, usually where you're from, sets things to come, of course. We all know that. And it says here played for Michigan. Okay, now Michigan was there still is, they're a pretty good team. They're not good as Duke, let's be honest. But I'm just saying. Green played 4 seasons of college basketball at Michigan State under the tutelage, that's a word you don't see that often, it's a nice one, of legendary coach Tom Izzo. V to the Izzy. For shizzle I'm not saying the rest because I don't know, it's too close to the, whatever. He led the Spartans to 2, I always hate it when they put like 2 words like to get, never mind. Final 4 appearances and was named a consensus All-American in his senior year. There you go. Still killing it. Drafted 35th overall by the Golden State Warriors. Yes, I did mention this before. So despite his successful college career, Green was overlooked by many teams in the 2012 NBA draft. He was eventually picked 35th overall by the Golden State Warriors, a decision that would prove to be a steal for the franchise. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just be honest with ourselves. Okay, they're all not going to be Yonix or I think Lou Williams was drafted late as well. Once the second round hits, let's be honest, it's very rare. But that's, you're going to pick like a really good player, okay? But that's why they have lotteries. That's why they call it, because you never know who's really going to win. So if you're able to find that diamond in the rough, why not? Okay? They found him. They got him. One of the best defensive players in the league, I think, of all time. That's just my opinion, Is he a little rough around the edges sometimes? Is he a little more tougher than he has to? But look at that smile. Look at that Pinball Clemens smile. There's a Toronto reference for you. The point is, he's got some good in him, okay? So just give him a chance. Let me keep reading here, please. He is a 3-time NBA champion. Green has been instrumental in the Warriors' success, helping the team win 3 NBA championships in 2015, 17, and 2018. You forgot 2022. Again, who knows when these lists are updated, but thank you for the help, facts.net, okay? If I can help you guys out, thank you so much. But it's true. He was a big part of that, okay? Again, is he a little tougher sometimes more than you have to? Yeah, you do. And you know what? I've always said this. When the playoffs come, you got to be more tough. Now, especially when it comes to more rough sports. Obviously, you got to bring it more, okay? In the NBA, pretty much you got to be tall in order to be good. Let's just be honest. You can be short too. You can be Spud Webb. It's all good. Win a slam dunk contest. I get it. Okay? But when the playoffs come, that's when the toughness comes. Okay, and that's when you need really tough players. And guys like Green, everybody should have a guy like Green in the playoffs when it comes to the NBA playoffs. Okay. By the way, this in-tournament shit, when they change the colors on the floor there, it's too distracting. I don't like it. Okay, go back to the hardwood old school floors. Okay, that's it. Just stop it. It's too much. It's too much. He won the Defensive NBA Player of the Year award in 2017. Green's defense prowess was recognized when he won the NBA Defensive Player of the Year award. His ability to guard multiple positions and disrupt opponents' offenses is a key aspect of his game. Yes, to be a good defensive player, you got to know to push buttons, okay? I'll go back to another great time, which was the 90s. Green Day, Offspring, Foo Fighters, Nirvana. Oh, Jesus, I admit, what the fuck happened to rock? The point is, okay, another great player named Dennis Rodman, a.k.a. The Worm, a.k.a. for about a few hours, because they wouldn't let him put this name on a jersey, Orgasm. Yes, it's true. Look it up. The point is, he had to push buttons, and that's what a lot of people do when they play defense. Okay, you got these big guys you got to guard. Yeah, sometimes you got to get in their head. You got to fuck with them a little bit. If they hit hard, you got to hit them harder. It is what it is. Sometimes they take it a little too far. Hey, that's what fouls are for. What are you gonna do? Everybody gets a little warning here and there. Personally, I think this year the refs are a little trigger happy. When it comes to what's a technical or not. Sometimes it's it's good, sometimes it's bad. A new NBA, like I said. But again, Draymond is excellent at applying the pressure for sure. Known for his triple doubles, Green is known for his ability to contribute in multiple ways on the court. He has recorded numerous triple doubles in his career, showcasing his versatility as a player. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't get triple doubles every day, unless again you're Jokic, which really leads me to believe, I don't know, like over time. I mean, this second round ain't bad, eh? I mean, but like during a Taco Bell commercial, like really, he got drafted during a Taco Bell commercial. I love Taco Bell, and they didn't even show him like walking on the stage, They didn't show him walking. They just showed people running to the border, the Taco Bell border. Ding! I missed a golden opportunity there. I'm sorry. But yeah, they don't come every day, ladies and gentlemen. And, if you have a player that can get consistent triple doubles, it's awesome. Set a Warriors record for assists by a forward. In the 2015-16 season, Green set a Warriors franchise record for the most assists in a season by a forward. His playmaking ability is a crucial part of the Warriors' offense. No shit. Listen, Steph's a great shooter. Some people might say he's the best shooter of all time. Technically, he is. And yes, he's still playing. He's still got a lot of life in him. Clay, okay, maybe he's not doing the best this year, but the guy's an awesome shooter overall. Okay, but at the same time, sometimes you can't just, depend on, threes all game. You need a good defense. Okay, but at the same time, he can provide a good offense as well. So Draymond is always good, to role play sometimes, and there you go. An Olympic gold medalist. Green represented Team USA at the 2016 Rio Olympics, helping the team secure a gold medal. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I remember that. Again, the 90s. I just put so much emphasis on the 90s because it fucking killed. Okay? It was awesome. Okay? Let's forget about the Puff Daddy situation for a little bit. Okay? I'm just saying. Okay? It was fucking awesome. Now, I remember the Dream Team. Jordan. We know the rest. It was awesome. It was awesome watching these guys. Okay? But again, if you're playing in the NBA, obviously winning a championship is the ultimate, but if you can represent your team, your country, and win a gold medal, that is fucking awesome. He has his own podcast. Off the Court, Green hosts his own podcast called The Draymond Green Show. Okay, not the most original title. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Like with this podcast, I think I mentioned that I wanted to call it The Michael Show, because like a teacher, I don't know, was yelling at me in the hallway there. I didn't even know her fucking name. And, she goes, can you guys be quiet? This isn't The Michael Show. Yeah, it is now, you bitch. The point is, you go with what people know. He often discusses basketball, but also he delves into other topics like social issues and personal development. Okay. Yeah. That's cool. I mean, it's good to let, shit out. I do that on this podcast all the time. I like to thank my 3 listeners for the support, But, yeah, sometimes it's just good to just vent, let things out, I don't know if they restrict him from saying certain things because technically he is, obviously part of the NBA. So I don't know if they put restrictions on him, the things he can say, or, if he can't say anything about upper management. I don't know. Who knows? Okay? Don't rock the boat. We all need a paycheck. But, yeah, but it's good. He gets to, show a different side of himself. He is an entrepreneur. I love saying it like that. Green is not just a basketball player, but also an entrepreneur. What a douche. I meant me, sorry. Whatever. He has invested in several businesses, including tech startups and real estate. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I've heard a very scary fact over the years that 60%, okay, 60% of NBA players file for bankruptcy after they retire. Okay, I hate to use this guy as an example. Okay, he's just part of, I feel, maybe the best draft of all time, 96, 97 draft. Okay, you got Allen Iverson in there, Kobe, rest in peace. You got Steve Nash in there, proud Canuck there representing. You got Stephen Curry. Okay. You got Derek Fisher, Jermaine O'Neal, and Antoine Walker, who at one point was worth $110 million and went bankrupt. Jesus Christ. But then he had Allen Iverson at one point. I heard he had $130 million. Fuck me. Jesus. What do you, did you guys never learn anything from MC Hammer? Fuck. I mean, my God. Say what you want about Vanilla Ice, but at least he kept his money. I don't know, what is he, flipping houses? That's my boy. I didn't mind that movie. I mean, the ending's fucked up, but what are you going to do? The point is, okay, you got to spread the money around, okay? You got to invest your money, make sure your money keeps making you money, okay? So, you got to take a lesson from him, all right? That's it. But then Allen Iverson, he's going to get like a $30 million check or something in 2030 from Reebok. So he's playing it like a Leaf fan, like a Toronto loyal Maple Leaf fan, just being patient. Oh, Christ. Anyways, an advocate for mental health. Oh God. Ladies and gentlemen, I swear to God, I did not plan this. Green has been open about his struggles with mental health and is an advocate for mental health awareness. He believes in the importance of mental health, especially for athletes. Okay, so the comedian in me is telling me, go nuts. The comedian in me is really taking over the common sense half and just saying fuck it. But listen, I'll just say this, okay? Like I said before, or said in the past, some jokes write themselves, okay? The point is, I mean, yeah, like he has admitted before he has a problem, okay? I mean, from what I'm told, like off the court, he's like one of the nicest guys. Like he doesn't he doesn't do the shit off the court, okay? Going back to other people, in the past, the NBA there, you don't hear anything about Draymond off the court. Not really. I mean, I haven't. So, everything seems to be on the court. So maybe that's a mental thing. Maybe he's like, okay, worst case scenario, if I do something in a game, I'll get kicked out of the game, maybe fined. I got to miss some games, whatever, but I'm not going to end up in jail. I'm not going to, end up in court because of it. I might get fined some money, and, it's, that last one cost them, I don't think I made that much in a fucking lifetime. But the point is, I gotta get my investments up. The point is, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in his head, but at the same time, like, he recognizes that, yeah, he has a bit of a problem, and, he's talked about it, and, he's he's trying to work on it. I know. I've been watching the last month. We all have. I know. But hey, I don't know. Maybe sometimes you just need a big wake-up call. That's all. So I don't know. He has a charitable foundation. Green established the Draymond Green Family Foundation, which provides scholarships and resources for youth in Michigan and the Bay Area. All right. E40 would be proud. But, the guy's almost had like 30 albums. Fuck, I gotta go through that discography one day. Ugh. How was that? Good? Okay. But yeah, that's nice. You want to give back to your, your past, your community there? Why not? He was suspended during the 2016 NBA Finals in a controversial decision. Green was suspended for Game 5 of the 2016 NBA Finals after accumulating too many technical fouls. Many believe this suspension was a turning point in the series. No shit. Huh. Okay, well, I totally forgot about this play, to be honest with you. I just watched it recently. And, yeah, a lot of people do say it was in favor more, LeBron, because he is the bigger star. I don't want to believe that. A lot of people say because he was in the air and like he hit him there, like just it looked like he kind of hit him on the head, and then like he had like kind of a kicking motion, but it wasn't like towards LeBron or anything. It's just the way kind of his leg went. That's just the way I see it. But like, I'm not trying to make excuses or nothing. I'm just telling you what I saw here. I'm the one with the LASIK. But yeah, it might have been a little bit more than, it had to be. I will be honest. Yeah, to miss a game, especially that crucial of a game, and yeah, that's definitely debatable for sure. Yeah, but that's the problem. You see, that's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of times, when you live this life, like when, you get kind of branded as that, as Wikipedia lovely, put it here, a dirty player. People just think, oh, he's doing this on purpose. Oh, he meant to do even worse. Oh, it was like in his head, it meant to be worse. So we should just give him a game anyway, because, to teach him a lesson. And, I don't know, maybe that was the league's mentality. Who knows? But yeah, that might have cost them the series. That's the sad thing. And I don't know, man, to do that in a Game 5 situation, especially with LeBron there in Cleveland, yeah, man, that's not good. Not good. I'm one of these people where, again, okay, the punishment should fit the crime, but don't brand somebody just because they've done shit in the past, okay? You should judge them by their present actions. So, just saying. A two-time NBA All-Star. Green has been selected to the NBA All-Star team twice in his career, in 2016 and 17. A testament to his impact on the court. Well-deserved, of course. We all know that. A wrestling fan. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I've said this once. I'm going to say it again, and who knows? Maybe I'll say it the third time. I did. I'm not planning this, I swear. Blamefacts.net. Okay, you guys are cool, but Jesus, you make it look bad here. I mean, that besides the bad reading, Jesus. Green is a big fan of professional wrestling. He has made appearances on WWE programming and often incorporates wrestling references into his interviews. And unfortunately, sometimes on the court. I was watching some. You can see numerous clips on YouTube, obviously. Speaking of YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this podcast or any of the numerous ones I've done in the past, please subscribe. Okay, I'm trying to get at least 1,000 subscribers. Then I can. Then I don't have to sell my soul. Okay, so please, don't be a Vlaka, support a Malaka. But being a wrestling fan is it's not gonna help your case, man. Because some of the moves I've seen on people here. I mean, not the one in the 2016 series there against LeBron, but in the past there, he looked like, I mean, there was a clip of him, it looked like he almost clotheslined him, like in the middle of the court there. And LeBron went hard, man. I mean, holy shit. It was, I mean, you got to check it out online, but it was, he's a wrestling fan. Absolutely, for sure. Absolutely. But, it's not good. But at the same time, it says here, final word. Oh, thank God. Okay. He doesn't take karate like Kareem? No? Okay. In conclusion, Draymond Green is not just an exceptional basketball player, but also a multifaceted individual off the court. His journey from Saginaw, there you go, finally, Michigan to NBA stardom is a testament to his hard work, determination, and passion for the game. These 15 facts about Draymond Green provide a glimpse into the life and career of this dynamic NBA star. Whether you're a die-hard Warriors fan, bullshit, or just a casual basketball enthusiast, there's always something new to learn about Draymond Green. Oh, especially this month. But yes, look, all jokes aside, ladies and gentlemen, okay? I mean, this month has been pretty crazy. Before, what was it? Or this year. I mean, like even when he stepped on Sabonis' head there. I mean, you gotta understand something. Like, how can I explain this? I mean, picture if I stepped on your head, okay? I'm not gonna lie, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a little on the heavy side, despite losing 100 pounds. I'm still a fat ass. I'm 6'1". I go up and down from 230. Okay, thank you. Shut up. And if I step on your head, especially if I'm running, on a hardwood floor, and you got that, you're sandwiched between that and I'm assuming at least probably size 14, 15 feet. It's gonna hurt, man. I mean, so but again, the game can get pretty rough sometimes. And then, hey, listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know if you guys can tell by now. I live in the beautiful city of Toronto, in the province of Ontario, in the beautiful country of Canada. Okay, despite what you think of Trudeau, okay, it's still pretty good up here. The weather, the taxes, okay, I'll give you that. But actually, the weather's been all right. I don't know, it still hasn't snowed yet, and I just jinxed it. Fuck. The point is, it's not all of us are French up here, okay? Even in the 90s, those lovely 90s again. I swear this will be the last time, probably. We almost had a vote losing Quebec in Canada, okay? It was pretty close, okay? They wanted to be their own country, and in many ways they are, That's why if you look under, a contest in Canada, excluding Quebec, I'm a Leaf fan. I don't give a fuck about Quebec, Montreal, them getting another baseball team again. What a waste of time. The point is, okay, if they want to be their own country, fine, okay? But we're not all French, all right? And I'm not condoning, choking the shit out of French people, like Rudy Gobert. I mean, that was pretty fucking crazy. If you want to see the first image that popped in my head is a little movie called Baby Boy that stars the Fast and the Furious is Tyrese and Ving Rhames. Which, by the way, all jokes aside, Ving Rhames, other than Pulp Fiction, I think this might be his best role that he's ever done. I would even put it against the Pulp Fiction role. I mean, he was fucking excellent in that. There's a scene where Tyrese is kind of teasing him, whatever, and yeah, you think you're top, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden he comes right up behind him, and, you know, it proves that Ving Rhames can, you know, I mean, I think Ving Rhames can be 92. You know, he can still, it doesn't matter how old he is, he can still beat the shit out of you like, you know, Jim Brown used to. Jim Brown, rest in peace, buddy. Now you're with Raquel Welch, and now nobody can say shit. The point is, my dad will love that joke, don't worry. The point is, you know, it was that was a brutal choke, man. I mean, like, the funniest thing is, like, just looking at Colbert's face, and, you know, I mean, all, you know, he was missing was the white flag. I mean, but it was like, he would not let him go, man. I mean, he was just choking the shit out of him. And, yeah, it was, I mean, his face was just, you know, I don't know. It looked like he just, you know, saw his first pair of tits or something. But the point is, I mean, that was pretty brutal. But if you think, okay, he gets a 5-game suspension. A lot of people thought it should have been more. Maybe people thought it was more than it should have been, blah, 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 blah. You go back and forth. But now this happens, okay? So they're playing good old Phoenix here, you know. Ironic that they're playing, you know, one of the ex-teams of Kevin Durant here. So, and then, yeah, they're kind of like he's going back and forth here with Yusuf there. And yeah, I mean, again, almost like a clothesline, you know, meets like a tall tornado. I mean, like, he just goes back with the hand, and that's it, you know. Like, I mean, you know, he to quote that's Adam Sandler, and That's My Boy. He went down like a sack of potatoes. But yeah, so. Well, but Yusuf, like, again, when he said, you know, the guy's got problems, at least he didn't choke me. I mean, like, he even laughed a little bit, but you know, kudos for Devin Booker for keeping a straight face. I mean, he didn't, you know, like, he didn't laugh at all, you know, and, you know, fuck, he went out with a Kardashian. But yeah, wow. So. And I thought to myself, okay, for sure they're gonna, you know, make an example of him, give him 10 games. Now they just recently announced that they have not announced, like, an official suspension, but he's out indefinitely. So my guess now it could be up to 20 games. That's my prediction. I think it'll probably be that. They're gonna start coming harder down on people, man. And again, no disrespect to Draymond, like, he seems like a good dude, but man, you know, like, even when he was describing that, he's like, oh, I went back, I didn't hit. I'm like, listen, even when you make that motion, okay, you know, he's a tall guy, you know, you're not going to miss him. I mean, you're probably in a worst case scenario hit him in, like, you know, maybe the arm, the shoulder, whatever. I mean, you're going to hit him. I mean, you got a good, you know, arms span there. I mean, there's a reason why you're a good defensive player. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're a good player anyway, but I'm saying, like, you know, you got the reach, man. You know what I mean? Like, you can, you know, if you start swinging either way, like, you're gonna hit something, you know. So I'm not saying the guy did it on purpose or nothing, but I mean, he went back in a forceful way, man. And I believe his hand was, like, you know, clinched like a fist. And man, if he got hit in the head with that, which he kind of did pretty much, I mean, it's gonna sting, man. You know, and to take a big guy down like Yusuf, it's gonna. Yeah, that's gotta hurt, man. You know what I mean? So, oh shit, you know. And I even watched the one clip before, like, of him getting to the fight there with was it Bradley Beal, and, like, he looked like the fucking Hulk. I mean, his jersey was all ripped up and shit, and, you know, listen. I'm telling a lot of jokes here, okay? But I like to be, honestly, I like to be serious just for a second, okay? Mental health is no joke, okay? We're all still kind of recovering, from the bubble. I mean, it's still fresh in our minds, guys. I mean, even, what was it, a few months ago, people said COVID's going to come back again, or who knows what the fuck else we're going to expect, I always said in many ways, humankind has basically fucked up this planet. Let's be honest, we have. We've abused the shit out of our resources. I'm not saying I'm perfect or whatever. I can barely read. Okay. I'm just saying, a lot of people handle stress differently. I'm not saying Draymond Green is still feeling the effects of COVID or whatever, but keep in mind, like a lot of these guys, they couldn't see their families, they had to stay inside for quite a long time. And, you just don't shake it off after 1 or 2 seasons. You know what I mean? Like, it takes time. And again, I'm not saying that's Draymond's thing and that's why he's, he's clearly got some anger. Okay, I think we can all agree on that. I think even he can agree on that. He said that himself in the past. Okay, but it takes time, for everybody just to kind of get used to, I mean, there's still people wearing masks out there. You can't blame them because, it's flu season, whatever. But at the same time, I mean, we're still getting used to this world, and I mean, the responsibility of an NBA player, like a good one that takes real responsibility, And I can see Draymond, like I've seen him in, like on the NBA on TNT, laughing it up with Chuck and, telling jokes back and forth. And that one press conference where his one player was talking there, and for some reason he was just literally showing his, pearly whites for like almost like 30 seconds. He just kept smiling. He didn't move. He looked like a mannequin. I don't know. Like it was kind of, it was funny but freaky at the same time. So the guy knows how to play around and have a good joke, and that's part of a stress reliever. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm a lot of times when I do these podcasts, I'm just saying shit off the fly. I mean, I know it's a real shocker for everybody out there. Imagine that he doesn't have a script, but I mean, being funny too, or in my case, trying to be funny. It's a good stress reliever, right? I can see Draymond has that good in him. Like, I'm not just trying to kiss his ass or not. Like, I can see that. Like, he's a good player, and that's why they decided to keep him over Poole, and that's why he's been on the team since he's been drafted. I mean, it's not a fluke. I mean, they would have got rid of him by now. It doesn't matter, how good you are, James Harden. The point is, you want to really provide a great service for your team, or whatever job you're doing. And you train really hard for this, even in the off season, during the season, before a game, sometimes after a game. If you're Giannis, you just want to, shoot and, just practice shit again and again because you feel like you fucked up, and, you just want to do better for yourself. You want to prove to the world out there that you're not this like mean guy. You're just doing this because you care about your team. And yeah, sometimes you take it far, and players, just tend to go overboard, and Draymond has done that sometimes, and sometimes his movements have consequences, and sometimes he definitely goes overboard. Like that choking shit was way excessive. It was way too much. Okay, he knows that deep down. I don't know if he's in therapy right now. I'm assuming, the team has obviously every team has like some kind of therapist or team, whatever. Of course, it's 2023. I mean, they got everything, every resource for every team out there, every sport, they got, I mean, they got to, let's be honest. I mean, these players for the team it's a business. It's an investment. Everyone's got to look after their investments. Okay. And, but the main thing with me, I mean, or in my opinion, is that you got to make sure that you're okay, body, mind, and soul. I know it sounds cheesy as fuck, but it's true. I mean, you got to make sure you're okay, because if you're not okay, off the court, you're definitely not going to be okay on the court. And like I said before, I haven't heard many bad stories about him off the court. He has the charity. He's acknowledges he's got a problem. He's got the podcast, but I'll be honest with you, it just doesn't seem to be good enough. And maybe something on the court triggers it. Like I even made a joke, and I swear to God, I'm just joking when I say this. The last three people, see, and I'm gonna get some shit for saying this, but again, I'm just joking when I say this. But they all, let's just say this: the NBA over the last whatever years, okay, it's been very international. Okay, I've been looking through some of my old cards, hockey, basketball, whatever. Like they were either Canadian or American. The game has expanded worldwide. Look at the last 3-4 years, whatever. Who do you have in the running here for MVP? Okay, you got Giannis, you got Jokic, and Embiid. Okay, none of these guys are born in North America, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying it does seem like the last three people, someone could point that out. Okay, with Draymond, but I honestly don't think it is, and I hope no one does or says or any stupid shit like that, or try to go because Golden State is not living up to expectations. It's all his fault. They need someone to blame, and maybe they're like, oh well, we can't blame Steph because he's the greatest shooter of all time. We can't blame Clay because he was out for a few years, and sometimes he's hot and cold and whatever, and of course they're going to blame fucking Wiggins because he's Canadian, but meanwhile, the guy's fucking delivered pretty much every single year in his career. This one, okay, he's, whatever, but the whole team is struggling. But there's always some kind of fucking scapegoat. Russell Westbrook, you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? But at the same time, these are great players. They have feelings, man. You know what I mean? So maybe the pressure is just getting to Green or... I don't know. But, and I've always said this with players, if they need help, they can't just get help for a week or two or be suspended for 10, 15, 20 games or even half a season. Sometimes it takes a whole season just to figure things out again. Okay? It takes time. It just doesn't happen overnight. And I'm sick and tired of... I'm not even a professional basketball player, but I, feel what these guys are going through, okay? I may not understand everything and every little nook and cranny and whatever, but I understand it's a lot of pressure, okay? You're playing, a live game. You're in front of a bunch of fans. You're got all these thoughts in your head. You're worried about your family, your friends, who am I going to provide for? And, am I tough enough for this team? Are we going to win the next game? Are we going to lose the next 10, And then you walk onto the court. And then you got to face everything at once. And at the same time, deal with your own shit. So all I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, Draymond, he seems to me like a good person. He really does. But his actions recently are saying otherwise. So, again, my prediction is that he's going to get at least 20 games, and I suggest a lot of people around him start really talking to him. But, talk to him on a good personal level and just find out what's going on. To me, I think it's pretty obvious Steph Curry is, they don't have official captains in the NBA. It's not like, you wear the C on your chest like you do in the NHL. But... But again, I'm probably already saying things that have already happened. Steph, they even showed a clip of Steph freaking out there, at the benches there, and he's feeling the frustration. He's probably feeling his frustration as well because he's a great player, he's a great leader. So I'm sure he's already talked to Green, and I'm sure he's gonna have to talk to him again, and maybe just a one-on-one kind of thing. Steve Kerr, great coach, great player. The guy played with, the best team in the 90s, man. Again, last time, I swear to God, please, just let me keep going here. With Michael Jordan, the best player of all time. Yes, I said it. Best player of all time, okay? He gave birth to LeBron and Kobe. Yeah, I said it. Fuck off. The point is, he just needs to vent. He needs someone to talk to. He needs... maybe his family has to talk to him even, more in depth. Maybe he already has. I don't know. Again, we don't know. I'm trying not to judge him. I don't want to judge him. All I can say is this about Mr. Green here. All right? He seems like a good dude. He really does. But, I mean, it's not football. It's like you don't have to hit the guy that hard. If you have that much frustration, you know, take it out on the scoreboard. You know, score as many points as you can. Pass it to the player that will score the most amount of points. You know, but don't, like, if you're feeling bad about yourself, or, you know, if there's something in you that's, you know, making you frustrated, don't take it out on the wrong people. Okay? Figure out what's going on. Take your time. I mean, there's no rush. If you got to take time off, you know, no worries. The NBA is not going anywhere. You're not going to miss anything. You're going to miss these courts, I'll tell you that much. Fuck, it's like looking at a Lucky Charms box. The point is, Draymond, just take your time, man. You know, we all got our demons. We're all trying to figure out this little thing called life, and just take your time. I mean, you know, if you can be mentally strong, and I'm not saying you're not, but if you can be mentally strong as you are physically strong, then I guarantee you nobody will stop Draymond Green.
Dre, why are you shooting the ball in warm-up and you never shoot it in the game?
I shoot when I have to, Chuck. I shoot when I have to, and I need to win championships. Also, Chuck, you're not gonna keep going at our fans.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep going at these fans. I promise you that. They gonna get all the smoke they want, my brother.
They got more rings than you, Chuck.
Hey, I know they do, but they got to go back to their life. I'm gonna go home and be Charles Barkley. I'm gonna feel pretty good about my life.
You got a pretty good life. I want your life too, Chuck.
Thank you, brother.